So, I just wanna like point out there's this like really fantastic, really awesome reviewer, right? This review basically just dropped, more or less. And I wanted to, I figure we could all like share in on it, as it were, right? What if me? Do I want to do full screen, or do we want to kind of just? Hmm. Do we full screen it, or do we just kind of put it more in the corner? More in the corner, full screen. More in the corner, full screen. I don't know. All right. All right. So we're gonna react to this stream this review. It seems pretty cool. It's Stranger of Paradise, which is a game that I actually like a lot. And yeah, this is like a new and upcoming reviewer. And I just wanted to like kind of support them, as it were, right? Give them the supports and everything. So yeah, 3, 2, 1, go. I could probably bring up the audio. So first and foremost, like that little like, I don't know, 10 seconds, masterful, absolutely masterful, great choice. It immediately got my attention, you know? It immediately got my attention. I was like, "Oh my god. This is super cool," right? Sheesh. You know, the reviewer, he knows what the hell he's doing. He knows what the hell he's doing. Like, oh my god, right? Like, oh my god. So there's that. There's that. That's freaking awesome. Advanced audio properties, mayhaps will be is einen game audio. Okay, so probably want to go to negative. Let's go negative 12 decibels instead. That should be fine.
Stranger of Paradise, Final
Oh god,
Fantasy
that's a lot
14.
louder than I thought. All right. Maybe I should have just remained at negative 21. Game audio. Boom. Yeah, let's go negative 18.
Dear God, that is a long name.
It very much is a very long name. He
Wait,
knows what he's talking
hold
about.
on. What's that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
So yeah, like I also had trouble with this. Like, you cannot share anything. Like, you cannot traditionally record your screen when you play this game.
good sign. I sure hope I'm not breaking any stream
And I don't
rules.
understand what it is with Square
Wait,
Enix with
is it
how
because it's a
they want to
404
like
now?
prevent
Does
people
that
from
mean
streaming their
everyone has
games.
Stream anarchy? Well,
I
considering
don't
this
I
game
don't
is
know.
being
I don't know.
recorded,
It's crazy. It's crazy.
I sort of doubt it. Yeah, so like I was saying, this game's a remake of the original Final Fantasy.
And
But
it was a
this
bold
case,
strategy to do
the
a remake of
was
the original
traditional
Final
RPG,
Fantasy.
and this
I
one
I
is
I
an
think.
action RPG.
Even
That's
if it is
right.
an action
Before
RPG,
we
like you
had,
said.
we had.
What a clever little bit that he put in.
Better
But it's very
believe
true
it's gonna
too. I mean, everyone's all like, "Oh, look at how cool 16 is with like the almost DMC like uh combat." And
Remake of the first Final Fantasy.
it's
And
very
we're
true.
playing as
Very
the
very very true. We actually had it first
Jack.
here.
Jack Fantasy in his quest to fight
Chaos. Chaos.
chaos.
Chaos.
Chaos.
Chaos.
Chaos.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Super clever to do not only a chaos medley, right? But to add it in a different game altogether. So clever. So clever.
Yeah, they say that a lot. But still,
They do. They
it's pretty
say
neat to see the
chaos a
Final
lot
Fantasy
in this
1 high
game.
definition. I mean, look at these vistas. To think they made an open world full of. What do you mean it's not an open world?
Yeah, I was kind of
No,
disappointed
no,
when I found out that it was
no.
open world.
Mission based? But why?
Yeah,
How?
I could 100%
Well,
understand
you have to know the
his
team behind
frustrations in
This
this.
project was
I
either
too
given
was
to
kind of
or
frustrated.
proposed by a mobile gacha game maker. And to be fair, it was the team behind Dissidia Opera Omnia.
Oh, very
so the
cool.
mission nodes
Very
make
cool.
sense and are very reminiscent.
Let's see. Nobody cares but me, but I 600,000% called that they were going to put it Jack in this game when Stranger of Paradise came out, which is fair. Which is fair. I thought so too. I mean, hell, they are the creators of Opera Omnia. Why not put in your own OC, right?
Of that system, for better or worse. And it's not the only thing, but we'll get to those when they're relevant.
Right, right.
It's such a shame that the game was chopped up into nodes, as the game itself is quite gorgeous, and very rarely do things ever look drab or even too cluttered. Though, considering Square's prior foray into making an open-world action RPG, the results were mixed, to say the least.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 15. That is probably one of my more favorite Final Fantasy games, to be fair. To be absolutely fair,
Yep.
one of my favorites.
Still going.
But yeah, there's a lot of dead air. There's a lot of nothing.
Maybe almost there.
Sometimes I wonder if we'll ever sit inside that beautiful car again.
Sitting most of the day was pretty nice.
You know, we don't
Napping
have
is
to
even
make it the
better.
whole way. In fact, let's cut it now. So,
Yeah,
mission-based
I mean, while I'm sure that that whole segment felt long, could you imagine actually playing that whole segment? That is just crazy to me.
gameplay it was. Though I do firmly believe that that decision was because they were either not given enough time or budget. Probably both to make the game that they really wanted.
Very true,
Because
very true.
They did model the town of Corneria. There's an inn and there's an armorer. It's clear there was more planned in.
Like, look at that. There are like the weapons and armor dealers. They had stalls. It feels very much like this was supposed to be an
this
exploratory
game than what
thing.
was given. At least you could talk to the villagers if you ever cared to or remembered in the first place. They're about as useful as the original Final Fantasy NPCs, and that's at least consistent.
It looks like the time has finally come for your expedition to the shrine. I pray for your success and safe return.
I don't give a fuck who you are.
I love that. I love that. You know, basically the response everybody has whenever they talk to NPCs or don't talk to NPCs. Clever, very
Much like
clever
Final
segue.
Fantasy 15, you're stuck playing only as Jack.
Looks like
And
chaos
don't come at
is
me with
waiting
the. They
for
made
us.
it so you could play other characters, but yeah, but that was a lot of content patches, and it was definitely not out of the box. Either way, there would be no real direct benefit to playing your companions, as they play exactly the same as you. At least when you are that class. Because you better believe classes are a thing in this game. Sort of. They all tend to boil down to punch Badman in the face.
You know, honestly, if I had one real like qualm or issue with Stranger of Paradise is the kind of samity between the classes. Like, yeah, the base skill that you get for each class is different and tends to be different, but you know, just a little more, just a little itty bitty more, you know?
It's just different flavors of it. And that might sound boring, but oh, it never is. Combos are pretty customizable.
And it's true. It's
and
it's
more
never
classes
really
that you
boring.
unlock,
It's a very
combo
fun
abilities
game.
Further increase. On the subject of classes, there's 3 categories. Basic, so things like monk, duelist, and sword master. Advanced, warrior, thief, and your rainbow coalition of mages. And of course, expert, the big
Rainbow
classes,
Coalition of Mages,
such as
great.
Tyrant, ninja, and sage. They're all pretty viable outside of the caster classes. Those feel like they're explicitly for online co-op, and that's basically because the AI is not great at keeping aggro.
Yeah, I don't know. I agree. Yeah, Turek, guys. Right. Very clever, very clever. But no, like, yeah, I agreed with him. It does feel like casters are very much a co-op class as opposed to like single player. You standing still for the 5 seconds it takes to do like a big cast, and you like they almost always are like, oh, gotta target you, and then you're kind of screwed, right? That's why I feel like the mages and the healers and all that, they needed to be adjusted to be like to be able to flow in the combat more readily.
Which means, unfortunately, I've never participated because I'm a capital G gamer.
Oh hell yeah.
As your jobs
Yeah,
grow, you
same.
find yourself
I'm
not
also a
just
capital G
fighting,
gamer.
but styling on your enemies. Jobs are the only things that you're leveling up because the characters themselves have no levels. Levels are pretty much relegated to equipment, and boy howdy, do you get a metric ton of them.
Oh
If you
god,
like
yeah,
being a
you
little
do.
loot goblin, then this game was made for you. Every enemy
Yeah,
with
get
big
like
small drops.
like so you get like access to 600 slots of like random items, right? And then like your bank, your stash has like 5,000 slots.
Equipment of some description. These all tend to be minor increments, but do make a big difference in combat. Being underleveled means you're beating the bad men to death instead of depleting their stamina gauge, which is faster and more efficient. A combat encounter that could take a few seconds might take a minute or two depending on your item level. The item rarity doesn't really seem to affect much outside of how many stats an item
Oh god,
can
I think
get.
I know what he's going to talk about. It's like there are these two level 97 swords and
even
pretty
those
much
dubious?
exactly the same.
Look at these two items. They're exactly the same.
Yeah,
one,
right?
for whatever
That's what I was
reason, is
saying.
Better than the other.
Right. Okay. So the only real difference here is that there is a second skill, which does not
How does
affect
this
stats.
happen? No idea. It really just is, and you have to accept it.
It annoys.
I would much
it
rather
annoys.
have the traditional items and levels than this loot extravaganza.
Yeah, like I said, 600.
These stages are vast, but unfortunately very linear. There's not much to explore in these mission nodes. You'd
I
find
agreed.
one hidden area at best, and to call these areas hidden can be generous.
Oh yeah, no. A lot of these hidden areas, they are screaming at you to be like, "Hey, just come this way."
Oftentimes, they're screaming at you
Which-
to investigate.
Oh, hey, like he
Some of them can
said.
be
Like he
clever,
said.
this area needs
Sheesh.
fire to open it up. And honestly, it's little gimmicks like that which I enjoy immensely.
Yeah,
But due to
really
the
cool,
limited
real cool.
interactivity of these
But like
areas,
almost
though,
never
it makes
never
these
really
things
brought back
restrictive
after
at
this.
best and disappointing at worst. I know I said these
Sag.
levels are linear, but they do try to have them backtrack on themselves. You know, like every Souls game does. But you never need it once you unlock the shortcut, the next campfire, cubes. You know, the thing that respawns enemies, heals you and your party up, and restores your healing items. They're often around the next corner anyway. I can see how this would have made sense in a more open world experience.
True,
but
true.
with an
Yeah, if
mission-based
this was
game
more
like Zone
Souls-like,
two,
you
beat
know,
up the
with
nerd at the end.
Interconnectivity and everything like that, it really would have made a lot more sense.
And get teleported out, either literally or figuratively.
Yeah,
Again,
once
a
you beat the
bigger
boss,
scope
you're
than what we
just
were
done
getting.
with the level.
Alright, from here on, we're getting into spoiler territory, so if you're interested in the story,
By the way,
skip to
how you
this point.
doing, Fuffle?
Much like the original Final Fantasy, we go to the Chaos Shrine. with our 3 warriors of light. Okay, that's a bit weird.
Looks like
But
chaos.
at least their crystals are...
Crystals can sense each other.
But still, we face Garland at the... Oh, god damn it.
God damn it. Garland was a woman the whole time. Son of a bitch.
Okay, we're at least 4 now, even if we're still stuck using a 3-party system. Alright, that was weird, but yeah, the hero's journey, just like the original. We hit all the high points with extra spice, the Jack way.
Man,
From
Tonberries
Captain
were such a
PK?
pain in the ass in this game. I love
After
how
we borrow
Jack
the shit
beats
from
the shit out of
pirates, we
people.
go fight Astos, the Dark Elf King.
A woman the whole time. A female, if you will.
Well, I guess we're not fighting him. Oh well, it does give
What
us
a
the
rug
funniest
pull for the fans of the original, because yeah, you do fight Astos.
scene in the game.
Bravo, Jack. And a round of applause for Jed Ash. And Neon, of course.
You know who we are?
I'm a dark elf, you see. And we dark elves...
Just tell us about the crystals.
I love that cutscene. I'm so glad we're both on the same wave here. Like, fucking one of the best cutscenes in the game. Just like, yeah, let me drop some Nope. Let's do what we came here to do. Don't care.
That's all I want to know.
It's up for debate.
Chaos is just a fairy tale. The darkness, the beast.
What do you mean, look at this dark
this
elf?
despair that eats away at people's hearts. It's easy to blame a single thing for all of that. It gives people hope to think the world can be saved with a single heroic deed, even if it's never that simple. So I decided to become a
I'm glad that he put this scene in too, because yeah, there are multiple funny scenes, but these two definitely feel like some of the funniest.
sacrifice. I offered myself to the darkness and prayed to become chaos, hoping some band of heroes would defeat me and thus bring an end to this empty dream.
Bullshit.
Just yeah, chaos doesn't exist. Bullshit. Here, let me play my music. Let me drop some Limp Bizkit and walk all the way out of the temple. Obviously, we're not
After
walking out of the
exploring
temple,
random
but
places and punching
they
exotic
are.
faces, we've finally reached the Wind Temple. And hey, wait, we reached our flashback from the beginning. Yeah, once we helped Tiamat acquire the taste of shoe leather.
I love that image. It's so
Not only
clever.
did
I think he
get a
probably created
fifth
that one.
member, but also some garbled memories, which, if you were paying attention, it's a blessing to forget.
memories will be stored in this device.
Strange stuff, but
Be sure
we
to
go
bring
forward and activate all the crystals and get more fragmented memories. Things are starting to become really clear, you know, as mud. You'd think that'd be the end of things, but people are pissed at us for some reason. We did what they wanted, but everything's going terribly wrong.
Something bad is stirring.
It leads to one of the more infuriating cutscenes. Not because
Oh,
it's
he's gonna talk
bad.
about this.
Got it.
It's fucking... No, the Black Stone is not a suppository. It's a memory storage device.
This may sound odd coming from an old corsair like me, but don't give in to hatred. Don't let it control you. Or you'll end up like old Biggie. I don't even know who to hate anymore.
And I agree. This feels
You could tell there
very...
was story or vision cut out because
Okay, yeah, he's
Jester
talking
PK
about it.
is sad, but this is your second interaction with him.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell by the line delivery that there was more to him that we were supposed to see. Now,
And we never did.
obviously, if someone had more screen time with you and your party members, that would be a truly sad death.
In all my
Unfortunately,
fragmented memories,
this is not one of them.
nothing resembles.
You see now, right? The Lufenians
Also,
put holes
if you
in
weren't
Believe it or
paying
not, it
attention,
is actually a way to get your memory
reports that
back.
are
you as
scattered
regulators.
and or
If the
hidden.
balance of light and darkness
This is your
fails,
wake-up call to
they
everything
won't
going
hesitate to reset
exactly
the
to the
world.
plans of a hyper-advanced
They couldn't give a
civilization
damn
called
about
the
Cornelia
Lufenians,
or
who
its people.
ollied out of this world and made their own paradise.
What are you talking
They now
about?
use this world as their own test tube and reset it
I'm
over
guiding
and
you
over
like you
again.
asked me to.
Oh,
They
and the
can't
party,
control
everyone
chaos.
but
That's
Neon
their
is a
weakness
Lufenian,
and
of
our
course. They're
opportunity.
called strangers. They've been doing this and been
This is
trapped
the
in this
third
cycle
time we're
for
having this
who knows how many
conversation.
iterations.
This was all your idea.
Well, Jack and everyone knew it wasn't right and set a plan in motion to, say it with me now, punch those Lufenians in the face. And so
Jack is all about solving problems by punching them in the face.
Not a chance!
Cloaked in gloom and veiled by shadow.
And surprise,
we await that
Jack
fateful
is
day
Garland,
when the warriors of
which
light
would have been a
will
surprise
rise.
if it weren't for
Very
the fact
true.
that it was so clear that people guessed it at the drop of the very first trailer.
Yeah. I didn't want to believe it, but also kind of knew, right? I was like, oh, this is
Stranger in
not
Paradise is a gem in my
not
mind.
the
No
actual
matter how
Warriors of Light.
unpolished elements of it might be, I still hold it up there with one of my favorite games.
Very much so. One of my
It was a bold
favorites
release
too.
at the time, and still to this day.
I would
While I
love to
would
get a
love for
sequel.
other Final Fantasy games to get the same treatment, I
Oh,
don't
hey,
see
saying
it
the
as
same
something
thing.
Square would be willing to do. It's a shame because I think there's a lot of potential in a format like this. Still, I recommend that you pick it up. It goes on sale often enough, and I think it's worth a try.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you should definitely pick it up. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, okay. Oh, don't forget to like or something. I don't know, I'm not your dad. So yeah, you should definitely check out this person, right? You should definitely check him out, right? So I believe it's a Jester Enrel. You're gonna want to follow them for more content, I would imagine, right?